in Deadwood for the winter. Rapid City's dark at 7th Street in Maine. And these places in these towns often get me down. They speak of times and friends I'll never see again. But in my mind's eye we're still driving California's Highway 1, eating apples on the way down to Big Sur. Four hippie soldiers in a van, living life without a plan, trying our voices that they one day might be heard. So Richard split from Oakland to Vancouver. He had the notes for his first novel in his pack. We were dodging the MPs the night I helped him leave. I sent a letter once, never got one back. But in my mind's eye we're still driving California's Highway 1, eating apples on the way down to Big Sur. Four hippie soldiers in a van, living life without a plan, but trying our voices that they one day might be heard. So Sydney sends a CD from Chicago. He plays out twice a year now, wishes it were more. He said the last time I saw John, he was back from Vietnam with a habit and 3 cops outside his door. But in my mind's eye we're still driving California's Highway 1, eating apples on the way down to Big Sur. Four hippie soldiers in a van, living life without a plan, but trying our voices that they one day might be heard. So somehow I survive these years between times. I sing my songs out in the streets up in these hills. But I have to have a job or find a bank that I can rob, because music hardly ever pays bills. But in my mind's eye we're still driving California's Highway 1, eating apples on the way home from Big Sur. Four hippie soldiers in a van, living life without a plan, but trying our voices that they one day might be heard. Just 4 young soldiers in a van, with lives too unsure to plan, trying our voices that they one day might be heard. Take ye care across the mountain, take ye care across the sea, take ye care where'er you wander, and may your road return to me. I have seen this world of wonders, and I know you must see it too. With your knapsack on your shoulder and $1 in your shoe. So take ye care across the mountain, take ye care across the sea, take ye care where'er you wander, and may your road return to me. good traveler packs his pack light. He keeps his plans not fixed but loose. He keeps his heart open to wander. His destination's just excuse. So take ye care across the mountain. Take ye care across the sea. Take ye care where'er you wander. May your road return to me. As you stride into the twilight with your life right in your eyes, don't waste a precious day on anger, for the sun will always rise. Take ye care across the mountain. Take ye care across the sea. Take ye care where'er you wander. May your road return to me.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much on behalf of
Now that you've heard this, get on. I can smell the autumn on the late summer breeze. Sometimes I think I see the lion lurking in the trees. I might be going crazy, maybe I'm just growing old. These hills are fine for living if we don't dig them all up for gold. When the lion comes around, the blue jay sounds a call. You can't hear it down on Main Street, you can't hear it at the mall. It's just a startled warning, echoes in the early morning cold. These hills are fine for living if we don't dig them all up for gold. We know we can't buy love with money, credit cards or stocks or bonds. We know that we can't eat these things down this road we're running on. We're working for our wages, but the dollar is a promise we can't hold. These lives are fine for living if we don't sell them all off for gold. And these hills are fine for living if we don't dig them all up for gold. Okay.
That's all right. We'll do an outtakes.
Yeah. Long Day's Journey into Light, take 2. The city streets all glisten with the skin of winter's rain. You've gone down to the station, you're waiting for your train. In the wake of all you've lost and won, your heart's begun to ache. You've been dancing down here long enough to know what's here to take. And the bridges you've crossed over have impressed you with their might. On this long day's journey into light. So you fashion your own curtain out of tattered English lace, but a life devoid of certainty still stares you in the face. In the world of cable vision, the ancient ways are lost. You think you gain by having more, but you can't deny the cost. And children of war and famine all move you with their plight. On this long day's journey into light. On the long run down church corridors, there are shadows everywhere. The man who talks to God tells lies and you don't think it's fair. So you move out to the highway where you can choose to live. You know you'll have to give things up and they're just so hard to give. For the things we come down here to learn are mingled with delight. On this long day's journey into light. Standing in the open before the break of day. The band plays tired melodies, but you can't turn away. All these things bestowed on you are to help you through your life. No, you should be giving love, not adding to the strife. And before you comes the sunrise, roll back the night. On this long day's journey into light. Tracks run right through town. Those coal trains keep rolling down. can hear that whistle calling me every hour or two. Before morning comes around, I'll have those all-night coal train blues. I lie awake at night, I'm waiting for the light. I got an aching in my heart, feels like a rock in the sole of my shoe. Before morning comes around, I'll have those all-night coal train blues. If my life were not a test, maybe I could get some rest. But how can I sleep when I know it's time for me to choose? Before morning comes around, I'll have those all-night coal train blues. Now I have seen the door, won't be here anymore. But I like what I've been doing, and I've been doing what I like to do. Before morning comes around, I'll have those all-night coal train blues. I'm running through the rain, I'm bound to catch that train. I've got my guitar in my hand, I have a chance here that I can't refuse. Before morning comes around, I'll ride these all-night coal train blues. Before morning comes around, I'll leave those all-night coal train blues.